Now on Denver 7 News, gun violence across the Denver metro leaves 2 people dead and 8 others injured.
I live about a block away and it was loud.
Tonight we're learning new details about a quadruple shooting and the 2 young girls caught in the middle.
I am extremely fearful that a kid is going to get hit. Someone's going to get hit and it's going to be bad.
Plus, speeding car concerns next to an elementary school. Now neighbors are calling on the county to take action.
And victory over the Vikings. The Broncos taking home a win in their final preseason game. We're taking a look at some of the standout performances as players battle for a final spot on the roster.
Thank you for joining us for Denver 7 News at 5. I'm Jacqueline Allen.
And I'm Byron Wang. We start out with the violent weekend across the Denver metro. More than 10 people were shot in 5 separate incidents this weekend. Unfortunately, 2 people died and 8 others were injured. All of these happened in either Denver or Aurora.
And tonight we are learning new details about the quadruple shooting overnight in Denver's Sunnyside neighborhood. 2 young girls, a woman and a man were all shot after a party. And this afternoon we're learning the man has died from his injuries.
Denver 7 CB Con spoke to neighbors who say this is just the latest in a series of incidents on their street.
People here in the Sunnyside neighborhood tell me they woke up in the middle of the night to the sound of gunshots. Now they want answers and accountability for what caused this to happen. Deep in the darkness, down West 42nd Avenue, officers' lights illuminate discarded beer bottles, clothes, shoes. Now they're clues to the chaos that happened here just after midnight on Sunday. A shooting on this neighborhood street, leaving multiple people, including teens, injured. Those who live nearby, too startled to sleep, staying awake through sunrise.
Absolutely.
Witnesses saying the shooting happened after a loud house party.
I live about a block away and it was loud. I was in my basement up until about midnight and you could hear people raging, hooting and hollering.
Other neighbors telling Denver 7 reckless behavior on West 42nd Avenue has become a problem at a particular house. We tried to call the homeowner to see what they knew, but no one answered. Now, as detectives search for more evidence, neighbors also want to know about who caused the bullet holes now left behind in their homes. In Northwest Denver, I'm CB Cotton, Denver 7.
A very tragic weekend. CB, thank you. Now, if you have any information about any of these shootings, contact Metro Denver Crime Stoppers. The number is on your screen and you can remain anonymous.
From sunny to gray skies, we've got some rain falling over the Denver metro right now.
A good old roller coaster. Here with a check of the radar is meteorologist Stacy Donaldson.
Hey there, we have some rain up in the high country and now down here for the metro area. Light to moderate rainfall pushing through. The winds are pretty gusty as well as these storms are moving across metro Denver. We also have flooding concerns off to our west into our northern and central mountains with flash flood warnings and watches in effect for the next couple of hours. So we're going to keep a close eye on this rain moving through. It should be past the Denver metro as we get through the next hour or so. And then we have slight chances for rain later on tonight. But I'll let you know what's coming up for tomorrow as you start your week in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Stacy. A big milestone in the Central 70 project, a 4-mile stretch of the highway opening back up tomorrow morning after this weekend's closure. CDOT closed westbound I-70 between I-270 and Brighton Friday. They say the drive should be smoother now thanks to some new pavement in the tunnel, and that 4-mile stretch will reopen at 5 a.m. tomorrow.
Neighbors in Thornton who live right by an elementary school say they've been trying for years to make drivers slow down. Very dangerous in that area, but they feel like their concerns aren't being heard.
Contact Denver 7's Colette Boderlon spoke with one family who wants to see changes on the roads, and they can show you exactly why.
Jacob Delgado has lots of reasons to be excited about the new school year.
Because I can spend more time with my friends and then I can meet new teachers.
But there are some things
He really sucks.
he wishes he didn't have to deal with.
Mostly dangerous because sometimes I walk and then people don't even stop and they just go vroom.
His school, Coronado Hills Elementary, is right by where he lives, near the corner of Franklin and Nueva Vista streets.
They love school. They're just always scared when they walk home.
Carla is Jacob's mom, who wants to see speed humps on these streets.
On the other side of 88, they have numerous speed humps. It's a huge help.
Her doorbell camera shows people speeding and running the stop sign outside their home.
They'll get here and not even stop. They'll just keep going. As long as they can see the car not coming, they'll keep going. But they're looking for cars. They're not looking for kids.
One of the cameras on their neighbor's home caught a hit and run too. They also sent us this picture they say is a rollover crash from Friday night.
We've seen 2 rollover accidents right here in this intersection right here in a 25-mile-an-hour zone. They'll still get their cars flipped over.
The parents say they've been trying for years to get something done about it.
I am extremely fearful that a kid is going to get hit. Someone's going to get hit, and it's going to be bad, especially how fast they speed through here and flip around these corners. And that's what I want to prevent.
I hope they know that there's kids on this road and there's a school and you're not supposed to be speeding around here, and there's a stop sign for a reason.
Determined to make their streets safer with their kids in mind. Colette Bordelon, Denver 7.
And an Adams County spokesman tells us their Public Works and Roads divisions conduct speed studies and surveys to determine where to put things like speed humps. And since county offices are closed today, they said they will send us more information about that specific intersection tomorrow.
If you're looking for work, RTD is holding a 3-day job fair this week. The fair will take place Monday through Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at their RTD East Metro Division headquarters in Aurora. The agency says it's looking to hire 200 bus operators and 90 bus mechanics. Both positions come with a $4,000 signing bonus. This comes as RTD's Zero Fare for Better Air program is ending. The final day of free rides is this Wednesday, August 31st. Starting September 1st, RTD's new account-based ticketing system will go live. The agency says that means customers will begin to use new ticket validators installed on all buses and trains.
And now to an update on the Colorado Special Olympics plane pool fundraiser. All of the teams combined raised more than $175,000 for Special Olympics athletes in our state. And you can see here our Denver 7 team was there pulling that Gulfstream jet. They're working hard. Denver 7 is a proud sponsor of this event.
Today, the Sikh community of Colorado held its 3rd annual Sikh parade in Denver. The parade started at East High School and made its way down Colfax Avenue. Participants say the parade is a way to make their religious identity known, saying their religion is routinely confused for others.
We do the Sikh Day parade for people to understand about our religion and be aware of us, because oftentimes we are confused with a different religious identity, and that makes us vulnerable to hate crimes and hostility from the diverse population of the United States.
Today's festival also marks the 418th anniversary of the installation of the Sikh Holy Scripture.
A good night for the Broncos, ending the preseason with a win against the Vikings. But last night's game wasn't just about winning or losing.
No, it wasn't. Let's get right over to Sports Director Lionel Bienvenu. Lionel, we got a chance to see what the Broncos rookies and backups were made of last night, and I'm sure those trying to make the final cut are pretty nervous right now.
Yeah, those players on the bubble, they don't want to look at their phones right now. A call from the team could mean one of two things. Hey, you made it, or hey, coach wants to see you and bring your playbook. It's tough. Years and years of hard work and blood, sweat, and tears come down to this. The 3rd and final preseason game last night, Russell Wilson is the leader of this team. I don't think there's any doubt about that. He led the team on the field again, even though he wasn't playing. This was a who's who game. Who's going to be the backup quarterback and who's going to make the team? Receiver Montrell Washington scored a touchdown. The 5th-round pick is in. McTelvin Ajim and Baron Browning combined for a sack and a scoop and a score on defense. 23-13. Broncos finish off the preseason 2-1. And in the locker room after, Coach Nathaniel Hackett told the team to enjoy that moment because it'll be the last moment that all these players are going to be together. 27 roster moves have to be made by Tuesday.
Everybody, appreciate everyone that's in this locker room right now, because it's been a lot of months. We've all been together. We've been grinding, trying to do whatever we can to go where we want to go. So I appreciate everybody in this locker room, every one of you guys. I know it's a part of business, but everybody around here, be sure you go to every person and just dap them up, show them some love, because this has been a hell of a ride up to this point.
All right, another huge deal last night was receiver KJ Hamler. 3 catches for 18 yards and took some hits and came out of it okay. It was KJ's first action in 11 months and a huge step in his comeback from knee and hip surgeries. He talked with our Troy Rank after the game.
It was just really, seeing things, seeing different defenses, how people play, going against another team, you know what I'm saying? So just going out there and just getting the feel for it again.
You got crushed once too, and you hopped right back up. I know you don't want that to happen. Is that also a good sign?
Yeah, I think once you get the first hit and first catch out the way, everything will be fine.
All right, so after the roster cut down this week, all focus will be on Seattle. An opening night against the Seahawks in 15 days. It's Monday Night Football, and it's right here on Denver 7. Now, Broncos Insider Troy Rank will talk more about the big week ahead later in this show on Denver 7 Sports. So we'll see you then.
Look, I don't think this is a stretch to say, but I think we have a pretty promising season here.
We're all excited about it.
We are. All right, coming up, a historic NASA mission is getting ready for blastoff. Hear about the launch plan for tomorrow that could bring us one step closer to a return to the moon.
Plus, changes are coming to downtown Golden. I love it there. How a new investment from the Coors family will transform 5 city blocks.